This 50mm f1.4 art lens from Sigma is back in my collection. You don't realize what you're missing until you don't have it anymore. Also with this lens. I'm going to share with you my story about this lens. When I started photography and you bought a film camera, it often came with a standard 50mm lens. You can then immediately get started with your camera. In the meantime, lens manufacturers have increasingly focused on specializing in these 50mm lenses. As a result, the weight, price and dimensions of this once cheap and glorious nifty 50 have also increased. Due to the relatively high weight and dimensions of this 50mm lens, I often let this Sigma art lens at home. I then had more room for other lenses. Until the moment I thought I might as well sell this lens. So I did. It was a big mistake. But after a while I started to miss this lens. I so missed that enormous sharpness that this lens could already offer wide open at f1.4. And I know sharpness is not the most important thing in photography. But due to the fact that I often take photos that I use as reference or inspiration for my paintings, I benefit a lot from photos that show a lot of details. I therefore often take photos in difficult and dark conditions where f1.4 often comes in handy. It's therefore nice that you can rely on the sharpness that this lens can offer from f1.4. Of course, you also have f2.8 zoom lenses with image stabilization. The disadvantage of image stabilization is that it works well with non-moving subjects, but if you want to freeze motion, you simply need faster shutter speeds. Then an f1.4 lens comes into play. In addition, you not only have a more light-sensitive lens, the quality of a prime lens also gives a much better result. It's now certain this Sigma 50mm f1.4 I cherish and will remain in my collection. The Sigma lens is an exceptional lens, despite what some say about this lens. For example, this lens would give a sterile photo and the photos would be extremely flat. I can only conclude that this lens gives fantastic results. Does this lens have the same bokeh qualities as the Nikon 58mm f1.4? No. But in terms of sharpness, this Sigma is far above the Nikon 58mm. Here you can see a comparison between the Voigtländer Nocton 58mm f1.4 and the Sigma 50mm f1.4 art lens. In my opinion, the Sigma holds up well against the Voigtländer Nocton, which for many is a benchmark in so-called 3D pop. The Sigma 50mm f1.4 art lens can of course be widely used as a 50mm lens and will never disappoint you. The weight and dimensions of this lens are still impressive. But I know now that I have to make choices, and that is why I always keep a place for this excellent lens. I'd love to hear from you if you ever sold a lens that you later regretted so much that you ended up buying it back. Be sure to leave a message in the comments. That's it for now. I look forward to see you in the next one.